Okay, picture this scene. We're in Dakhlalya, Egypt. A man named Ashraf Saeed, an electronics tech, well-liked guy. He's vanished.
Right, the whole community is out, searching canals, streets, panic. The family's distraught, naturally.
But inside Ashraf's own home, while everyone's frantically looking for him, something else is going on. Something deeply unsettling.
His daughter, Menna, she's 15.
15.
Yeah.
And she's calm. She's putting on makeup, laughing, making videos for social media.
And she actually tells her cousins, her aunts, that this day, the day her father disappeared, is the happiest day of her life.
The happiest day. She even asks about buying a cake, a celebration cake.
While search parties are out looking for her father.
That contrast, that complete disconnect, that's what we're diving into today. It's a true crime story, but it's really about extreme entitlement, betrayal.
Our mission here for you is to try and understand this paradox. How does absolute devotion from a parent, just singular focus, lead to, well, to calculated murder by the child for money?
It's like unconditional love turned toxic, isn't it?
Completely perverted. And what jumps out right away, I mean, before we even dig deep into motive, is the sheer calculation involved. And the ages.
Yeah, 15 and 19, Menna and her fiancé, Mohammed.
Exactly. This wasn't some crime of passion or desperation. It was almost like a business decision. They looked at the situation, and murder seemed like the best path to financial security.
A combined age of, what, 34, 35 maybe? Deciding murder is the best financial plan.
It just reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? This wasn't an accident. It was, like you said, almost an investment.
So to get our heads around that level of entitlement, we need to go back. We need to understand Ashraf's life, the devotion that kind of set the stage for all this, starting around, what, 2008?
Yeah. Ashraf Saeed, by all accounts, a really good man. Hardworking, respected, generous, community pillar, you could say.
And then Menna was born in 2009.
And everything shifted. She wasn't just his daughter. She became, well, his entire universe. The accounts we have paint this picture of a man totally wrapped up in being her father.
Which sounds lovely on the surface, but maybe too much. The records suggest this is where the early signs of that catastrophic selfishness started.
That's right. She developed this really intense sense of ownership. Everything in the house, she felt it was hers. Exclusively hers. Very demanding.
Bordering on extreme, it sounds like.
Absolutely. And the issue wasn't the love itself, it was the lack of boundaries. Her parents, especially before her mother died, they pretty much indulged it all.
Doting, but maybe mistaking that selfishness for, I don't know, normal kid stuff, only child demands.
Exactly. They weren't challenging the entitlement. And then came the real turning point. 2022, Menna's mother passed away.
Ah, so Ashraf is left alone with her.
And this is where his fear really took over. He became both parents, and he was just terrified of leaving Menna unprotected if something happened to him.
So he doubles down on the devotion.
Completely. He cut his work hours way back, finish at 4 p.m. every single day just to be with her, even though it meant real financial hardship.
He saw her behavior not as entitlement, but as grief.
It seems so. He excused the ingrained selfishness, blaming it all on the trauma of losing her mother, which, allowed it to just keep growing unchecked.
So his devotion, his way of coping with his own fear, actually made things worse. And the financial strain that led him to the next step, didn't it? The one that sealed his fate.
Securing her future through his own death, he started making plans in secret.
These fatal financial arrangements, making sure Menna would be set for life.
He was trying to be her protector, even from beyond the grave, you could say. He set up 2 major assets, secretly, all in her name.
Okay, what were they?
First, a really substantial bank account, all his life savings. Second, the deed to the apartment they lived in, total security for her.
But there was a catch, a huge catch.
A catch, and this is absolutely central to the whole motive. The one condition, the non-negotiable part, Menna could only get control of that money and that apartment.
Only after Ashraf's death.
Precisely. He literally created a massive, tangible reward that was completely dependent on him dying. Oh, that's just devastating. He thought he was giving her security.
But he also handed her the motive on a silver platter.
And that motive just got stronger, didn't it? When he tried to remarry in 2023.
Yeah, his family suggested it, for support. He chose a woman everyone agreed was kind, capable, seemed like she'd be good for Menna too.
But Menna didn't see a stepmother or support. She saw
a rival, a threat to her exclusive claim on her father, his attention, his resources.
And she reacted accordingly.
Fiercely. Launched this whole campaign against the new wife. Constant complaints, apparently fabricated stories, just relentless hostility, even though the woman was apparently trying to be kind to her.
She made it impossible.
Totally. And Ashraf, the devoted dad, he buckled immediately, divorced this poor woman after just 1 month.
1 month, just to appease Menna's. Well, her manufactured unhappiness, it shows you the power she had over him.
Absolute power. And then the final, fatal mistake. In trying to reassure Menna, convince her she was still number one after the divorce.
He told her. He told her everything. Revealed the secret inheritance. The bank account, the apartment deed, and the fact that it all became hers upon his death.
And she's now 15. She knows there's a fortune waiting.
Yeah.
And only one thing standing in the way.
The fuse was lit.
Okay, so now we bring in the fiancé. Late 2023, Mohammed, 19 years old, drives a tuk-tuk, son of Ashraf's friend.
Right. Mohammed takes an interest in Menna. Ashraf, trying to be protective, initially says no to marriage. She's too young, still in school.
Sensible.
But he eventually agrees to an engagement. Strict conditions, though.
Hmm.
No wedding until she's 18, finishes her studies. Mohammed can only visit once a week.
Trying to keep some control. But boundaries for someone like Menna.
It's just obstacles. Both she and Mohammed got impatient very quickly. Their first thought was, typical teenage stuff. Let's just elope.
Run away together.
But then Menna paused. Why elope? Why run away poor? Eloping might mean her father cuts her off. She loses that inheritance.
The apartment, the savings.
Exactly. She realized there was a much more efficient way. She told Mohammed she had a better plan.
A better plan than eloping. And that plan was?
Murder. Pure and simple. She laid it out. They kill her father. Wait a year, presumably for legal stuff, inheritance to clear. Then they get married, live comfortably on his savings and in his apartment.
A 15-year-old proposes this.
Yeah.
How does Mohammed react? Remember, Ashraf was helping this kid, son of his friend.
The reaction is, frankly, shocking. Mohammed didn't just agree. He apparently thought the idea was ingenious.
Ingenious.
Agreed immediately. No hesitation reported. It went from teenage romance to premeditated murder plot, just like that.
Horrifying. So the plan is in place.
Yeah.
Early 2024. The execution.
Mohammed uses Ashraf's kindness against him. It was routine for Ashraf to help Mohammed out, financially and practically.
So Mohammed calls him.
Yep. Says his tuk-tuk is broken down at the garage. Asks Ashraf to meet him there, help fix it before Ashraf heads to his own work. A perfectly normal request, given their relationship.
And Ashraf, trusting him, son of his friend, daughter's fiancé,
He goes. Menna, meanwhile, knows exactly what's supposed to happen. She stays home.
Ashraf arrives at the garage.
And Mohammed attacks him instantly. Hits him with an iron bar, knocks him out cold, then stabs him multiple times with a knife. Makes absolutely sure he's dead.
Brutal. Calculated. And Menna's role immediately after.
Mohammed calls her, confirms it's done. Her reaction, purely practical.
No grief, no shock.
None reported. She goes into the house. First thing, she finds and takes cash. Ashraf had put aside maybe for her dowry, future expenses. Then she grabs something specific. A milaya, a bedsheet, a particular patterned bedsheet from their home.
Okay. Oh.
She takes the cash and the bedsheet, meets Mohammed at the garage, verifies her father is dead, helps Mohammed tie the body up hands and feet with rope.
And then the bedsheet.
Then they wrap the body tightly in that distinctive milaya she brought.
Oh, I see where this is going.
They leave the body there initially. Later, Mohammed takes it, dumps it in a nearby canal or drainage ditch. He takes the cash she brought him. And Menna. She goes back home, starts her performance.
The performance, which is maybe the most chilling part of this whole thing.
Absolutely terrifying. She goes straight to her female cousins, her aunts, acts completely normal.
Laughing, joking.
Laughing, joking, filming those makeup tutorials for social media. This is hours after her father's murder, which she planned.
And that comment, happiest day of my life, asking for a cake. While her father's body is in a canal, wrapped in her own bedsheet.
The level of dissociation, the calculated emotional shield, it's almost inhuman. Her alibi was simple. Dad called, fixing a TV, gonna be late. No reason for anyone to doubt her.
So the search starts properly when he doesn't come home. But the discovery is quick.
Very quick. The next morning, an anonymous tip leads the police right to the body in the canal.
And the bedsheet.
The bedsheet. That's the key. Even before formal identification, the family sees the body wrapped in that milaya. They recognize the pattern, the fabric. They know it's from Ashraf's house.
That's the giveaway. It points straight back home to someone with access.
Instantly. It tied the crime directly to the household. And the police, they're already noticing Menna's weird composure, right? Her lack of outward grief was unsettling.
So she's on their radar. Mohammed too, presumably. Given his connection and maybe a questionable background.
Exactly. But the final piece, the undeniable proof, came from technology.
The phones.
The phones. Police seized Mohammed's phone, and they found it all. WhatsApp messages, tons of them, between him and Menna.
Laying out the whole plan.
Every single step. Planning the murder, confirming it was done, and then the crucial bit, Mohammed telling Menna to delete all the messages.
But she didn't, or he didn't.
He apparently didn't delete his side. The entire conspiracy, their greed, their betrayal, it was all right there, digitally documented.
Game over. The trial must have been intense. The community reaction.
Overwhelming shock, especially at Menna's betrayal. Mohammed tried to pin more blame on her, but the evidence was too strong. He was convicted of premeditated murder.
Sentence.
Execution. And the judge. His words were powerful, focused on the betrayal of trust. How Mohammed used the engagement, the closeness to Ashraf, purely as a means to commit the murder, called it a betrayal against a man who'd only shown him kindness.
And Menna. She was 15, 16 by then?
Still a minor under Egyptian law for sentencing purposes, so her legal fate was different than Mohammed's execution sentence. But the moral judgment.
Unavoidable. This whole case, it just circles back to that core paradox, doesn't it?
It really does. Ashraf gave her everything, love, security, his entire life, basically. But without teaching her empathy or respect or the value of things beyond ownership.
She didn't see a father, she saw an obstacle. An obstacle between her and the money, the apartment.
The very security he died trying to provide became the trigger for his murder. Pure financial gain.
So, the provocative thought for you listening,
Mm-hmm.
if that absolute love, that financial safety net, were the very things that enabled this horrific crime,
Mm-hmm.
what does that say? What's the real price of fostering entitlement instead of teaching empathy?
Yeah, and you have to ask, when you see this level of cold calculation, this utter lack of remorse, the judge calling Mohammed basically the devil on earth, at what point is age just a number? When someone, regardless of being 15 or 19, chooses that path, plans it so meticulously, the capacity for that darkness is clearly there.
Yeah.
That pathological entitlement, maybe that's the deepest tragedy of all.